Today we are going to discuss on very important parameter of analog electronics. This is integrated circuit IC741. We also call this IC741 as operational amplifier or op-amp. Let us discuss on IC741. Let me introduce that if you talk about of IC741, basically it uses a VLSI technology, that is very large integration. Using this technology, we always go for fabrication of millions of transistors logic gates into a small single tiny IC. So for that, this particular IC plays a major role, and this particular IC741 is most commonly used in operational amplifier. So if you talk about operational amplifier, we need to discuss a little bit of history of it. It was first designed by Dave Falliger of Fairchild Semiconductor in 1968. After that, we have got certain interventions and modifications of these applications of this IC. Many applications has been made in order to go for incorporating small scale integration as well as medium scale integration and then very large scale integration. Let us not wasting much of time. Let us discuss on the pin diagrams. See, actually, in case of this diagram, we can see that there are mainly 8 pins are there, where pin number 1 and pin number 5 is actually offset null. So these pins are used for adjusting the offset voltage to obtain the better gain. If you talk about of pin number 2, it is an inverting gain. By its name, we can have an idea that the inverting operations to be performed by inverting input. So as in pin number 3, it is non-inverting input. It performs just opposite of pin number 2. Pin number 4 and pin number 7 is actually used for giving the supply voltages. So that is why it is mentioned plus VCC for pin number 7 and minus VCC for pin number 4. Only remaining are pin number 6, which is acting as an output from where I need to get the data, and pin number 8 we generally call it as NC, full form is not connected. So these pin numbers are very important, those for those who are facing this IC741 description in a very beginning way, okay, so that you just need to remember those pin diagrams. Moving ahead with different types of 741 IC, we used to show this thing in our laboratories, but still I am telling you that there are basically 3 types mainly we used to follow. One is that 10 pin flat pack, one is there. Another is a 8 pin metal can, which is a rounded shape metal can, tapered shape, which is there layered over that particular layer. The metal tap or metal cap need to be placed, so that type of IC is also available. Another is 14 pin dip. So generally we used to have it this type of ICs, but operations more or less are same. This is the maximum ratings, where mainly the input voltages of maximum plus minus 15 volts, it is operating voltage, and voltage offset, then operating temperature ranges, how much load it can sense also, and load and lead temperature, short circuit output currents, and so these are few informations of the maximum ratings are mentioned. Now very important point is that the stages, mainly there are 4 stages are there in an IC741 op-amp. So there we call it as an input stage, intermediate stage, level shifting stage, and output stage. In in input stage, actually this stage, it is the main important stage of this particular 741, because this stage, it is mainly providing you the voltage gain. We know this voltage gain is A suffix V, so that is the main important stage which performs the or provides you the voltage gain of the op-amp. Not only that, also it uses the unbalanced differential amplifier also for direct coupling. Now moving ahead with the intermediate stage, this is mainly used as a level translator circuit. This makes the DC voltage down to the 0 with respect to ground. followed by the level shifting stage is very important. Actually this stage is playing a role for level shifter. So that is why we always call this as a complementary push pull amplifier also. It increases the output voltage swing and raises current supply capability of the op-amp. That is very important. So level shifting stage plays a major role before we get to the output stage. Now these are few important specifications. Let us quickly go through it because it is very oftenly asked to the diploma or BTech students also, what are the major important specifications of an IC741. So input offset voltage, input offset current, input bias current, slew rate and CMRR. Very important specifications. Input offset voltage, if we can discuss, it is nothing but it is the difference between VDC1 and VDC2. Okay, it is the basic difference between the two input terminals just to nullify the output voltage. We do not require this offset voltage. Okay, so that is why in order to nullify that. Same as in input offset current also, it is a basic difference, or you can say algebraic difference, between the two input currents that flow into the inverting and non-inverting terminals of the op-amp. That is why we have made it as a mod. In the mod I have mentioned in IB1 minus IB2. The difference between two is nothing but the input offset current. Input bias current, it is the basic average. You need to remember basic average of two input currents that flow into the inverting terminal of an op-amp. So IB1 plus IB2, the addition of this upon 2. If you talk about slew rate, is very important. You need to find out this ratio very often, okay, in order to obtain the maximum change of the output voltage per unit time, and expressed as the unit is volt per microsecond. If you talk about CMRR, it is nothing but the common mode rejection ratio. From the equation itself, it is clear that it is nothing but the ratio of AD by ACM. What is that? That is differential voltage gain to the common mode voltage gain. These are the important features of op-amp IC741. Short circuit and overload protection has been provided by it. Low power consumption, very important if you want to work on low power IC fabrications. Large common mode ratio, we need it because I have already shown you that the ratio between AV by ACM. And the differential voltage ranges. No external frequency compensation is required. Additionally, also no latch-up problem, which is generally very good for us for IC741. This is very important features of it. If you talk about quickly about important applications, headphone amplifier, it's very important. We can use it, this headphone amplifier. The circuit diagram is there. You all can do it. You all can perform in home or in laboratory also, getting these very basic experimental particulars, that IC741, then different ranges of the amplifiers, okay, transistors and RLC circuit. This is very basic one. If you talk about of electronic thermometer, yes, you can do it. It is a very important project also. You can make it in laboratory, because this electronic thermometer, to make it, you can get a real hands-on feeling of it, just to make this particular circuit. You can also take this circuit. It is available in Google. You can do it in laboratory. Electronic fuse, we all know, using bridge rectifier we can use it. The applications, the major electrical applications of IC741 is electronic fuse. Last but not the least, very important, that is earthquake detector. It's very important. Yeah, you can do it also in lab, where IC741 plays a very major role. And I would say rather it's a very important applications of IC741 to provide something, so that we can detect some that shear, or shear stress or shear strain. So that is why we call it as a earthquake detector. Hope you like it, the basic applications of IC741. In the coming slides we also discuss about the real-time circuit descriptions, also different type of amplifiers also using IC741. Thank you.